Flynn fam. I am here in Los Angeles at Cinelonge at the premiere of Reed's Point. I am so excited. We're about to interview some actors, directors, and producers, so stay tuned. Awesome. So tell me more about your character that you play in this movie.
So I can't say too much about my character, you'll have to find out, but it's about the Jersey Devil legend, and my character is out to investigate what happened to a girl who got missing and the Jersey Devil. We think it's about the Jersey Devil.
What's some really cool, fun behind the scenes that happened that you can tell us about?
Behind the scenes? Well, we had a lot of fun backstage and we had to whisper and we were just laughing and we were having a great time. The adrenaline kept us going and it was long nights, but the coffee run to Starbucks helped thanks to Leilani.
So what caused all this adrenaline?
Well, I think it was just the experience being with the whole cast. Everyone's energy was just like thriving off of each other, and again, the late nights, coffee, all of that. We were just like forgetting about everything else and we were in the zone.
We love it when that happens. So, any projects coming up?
So I actually re-recorded the hit 80s song, Catch Me I'm Falling. So stay tuned for that. I am so excited for everyone to hear it.
When is it getting released?
I'm not so sure about that, but it's going to be screening tonight, so I can't wait to see it.
Okay, awesome. So where do we follow you on social media so we can keep up to date with that?
You can follow me on Instagram at simply Sasha Anne, YouTube Sasha Anne, everywhere else Sasha Anne.
Awesome, thank you so much. So you're an actress on the movie. Tell me more, or tell us more about your character.
So Kelsey is kind of in the beginning of this movie a fun and of course a high school student. She wants to go party and have fun with her friends, and then next time you see her she goes missing in the film. Next time you see her no one thinks it's her because she's totally different in the film, and just how it happens, people are just thinking what happened, you know?
What's the craziest moment behind the scenes?
Being dragged on the ground. Yeah. That's probably one of the craziest things I've done, especially in film. Like, this is my first feature film, but I've done 3 short films before this, and this is definitely the craziest thing I've done.
And with social media, how do we follow you on your journey?
You can follow me on Instagram at Madison Ekstrand, so Madison, EKSTRAND.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. So tell me about your character.
So my character is named Alex, and he really cares about his friend. I forget her character name. Sasha's character in the movie. And so me and her, we go on this wild adventure going back to this old RV that crash that we were on. We go back to discover everything. My character's kind of more like almost like a big brother. I feel like he really cares. He really wants, to just keep her safe. And her name's Sarah. He wants to keep Sarah safe, and that's kind of his role. He's just like the protector. He's always looking out. Where Sarah always is kind of like jumping forward. He's always kind of the one that's like, hold on, let's think about this. So and I had a blast filming the movie. Everybody just cares so much, and it's really awesome.
Tell me something memorable, something fun about the behind the scenes that happened between you guys.
So one thing that was really funny behind the scenes is we had to film this scene where I fall down this cliff, and doing that was awesome because I got to do my own stunt in it, and they asked me to roll down this hill like a bunch of times, and that was awesome. And Sasha and Madison, everybody's videoing it. Like, it was awesome. It was really funny.
Did it hurt?
No, it was awesome. I used to do a lot of stunts and flips and stuff like that, so I kind of knew what I was doing. But it was just really fun.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So what do you have coming up?
So coming up, I just booked another job doing some work with a thing that Paul Feig is producing. Super excited about that. We start filming next month. Well, the beginning of September. So it's only in a couple days, but so yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. I'm super excited for it.
So what is your social media where we can follow you at?
Oh, so my name's Evan Adams. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok under Evan Adams Official. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you. Your role in the movie.
Yeah, so in this movie I played James, and James was originally a pilot. There was a small plane in the film. James, then the plane went away and it turned into a luxury RV, so James became the bus driver. My 9-year-old was not nearly as happy with Daddy as a bus driver than a pilot, I have to say, but I said, hey, James is still in the movie. And then James may or may not meet his demise at some point earlier in the movie, but you do find out things happening because of James. And then I think my more fun part, to me, when I read the script, the monster, which we see on the, it's on the poster, the last 40 minutes of the movie is really fun. It's just a lot of, and I was drawn to the monster, and so I called them every day for 4 days, and I said, I want to play the monster. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I want to be the monster. And so they finally said, okay, stop calling, you can be the monster. And so, the hills of Glendale substituted for the hills of New Jersey in the movie, and had a lot of fun. Those 3 good-looking young kids that you just interviewed. I had fun chasing them around for a week or so, and it was really, in terms of, I mean, listen, what do we do this for? We try to have fun. We try and create things. We make some magic, right? And this, in terms of projects, was just a lot of fun. Had fun. Don't get me wrong. When you stay up all night, that's work, right? But had a lot of fun doing it. And I'm hoping, I have not seen the movie yet, so I'm hoping tonight we'll get to see how all that fun came to fruition.
Any fun memories you have behind the scenes with them?
Oh my gosh. So we were shooting in Glendale, and this RV, this amazing RV they had. So I'm the driver, and I crash it. And I'm like, well, I have a stunt background, but I don't really have to crash this thing. So through the magic of green screen, we're going to see, may or may not see something crash. But I did have to move it. I had to move this thing, probably about 50 feet forwards and then back. And I was so nervous. Like, I almost told the guy who owned it, like, hey, can you do it? Even though I just had to go forwards and backwards, it's like a, $100,000, RV. And so a lot of fun. And then I literally had the whole cast in there at some point. And so that was kind of cool. But I think more of the fun memories would be being in the monster outfit, in the costume, and, the youngsters who are in this, Maddie and Sasha and our built guy, chasing them and having fun with them. A lot of them, this is like maybe their first or second or third project. I think Sasha, this is her first project, and it was really just good interacting with them. And hey, that costume, I'll tell you, when you see this movie, the monster's scary, so be ready.
Wow, that sounds like a blast. Any new projects coming up?
Yes, so I have 2 scary movies coming out. This one's called Reed's Point, Bad Blood Never Dies, which we're about to see in just a minute. And then I have another one called Crawlers coming out. That's going to come out around Halloween. I play a police officer who saves the day in that one. So this one I don't get saved, that one I get saved. So it should be fun. Some other things in the works right now, but don't come out till next year. You can always follow me on my Facebook, which is Christopher Dukes, or my Instagram, which another guy took my name, so I am the real Christopher Dukes on Instagram. Right.
You have to put in the real.
You gotta get the real, right.
All right, thank you so much, Christopher.
It's a pleasure, absolutely, thank you. Their questions they wanted to know, while Daddy was out playing in the hills of Glendale all night, how was it holding down the fort with the kids while Daddy went to go have fun and make movies in Hollywood?
I would say it's always really great when you have a nice big bottle of wine. It makes the night goes really nicely.
And I'll have to say this, for all of the folks that are seeing this, the folks that support all of us in Hollywood, which this is my backbone right here, right? We've got 2 kiddos, one that's here tonight, and when Dad's gone all day and then comes home and sleeps for an hour and then he has to get up and do all the regular stuff, to have one like this, who's been with me for we'll say, are we at 20? We're a couple decades now. We got together young, to have her at home and really, keep supporting us, supporting me, and taking care of the homestead and the kiddos is very, very important.
And
so all you in
keep them grounded.
Yes. She makes sure my head can still fit through the door.
Thank you so much.
My role actually was writer and producer of Reed's Point, and thank you. Yeah, kind of. I didn't feel like that. I felt like it was much more of a collaborative project, but it was so exciting. It was my first movie I've written and produced. I'm normally a romance author, so to jump into horror was exciting and different. It was so much fun being on set and seeing something I wrote come to life, and now I get to see it on the screen. So.
Yeah, that's so awesome to hear. So So since you wrote this, what inspired you to write this movie, Reed's Point?
Well, honestly, my producing partner, Suzanne DeLaurentiis, she's from New Jersey and wanted to do something about the Jersey Devil, and I thought, sure, let's do it. And she kind of worked with me and came up with the concept with me, and the more I thought about it, the more excited I got about it. And I'm from New York, so it's not far from Jersey, so it was excited to kind of do a little East Coast thing, but it was just a fun project and something different that I'm stepping out of my comfort zone for.
Yeah, since you and Suzanne has been working on this, what are some fun behind the scenes?
Oh, fun behind the scenes. Let's see. It's fun. One of the things, I don't know how fun it is for other people, and it's stressful at the same time. But when you have to rewrite something in the moment, we're actually filming. We have a schedule planned, and then something changes. So if we're running behind schedule, and the director or Suzanne will come over to me we need to do something. We need to cut this or rewrite this, and that was exciting. It was a thrill for me to be hold on, I'm typing away while they're filming, and then I'm running it to people and here's what we're doing instead. So that was a fun challenge that I love doing. So
the adrenaline is rushing through, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and then with projects, do you have any projects coming up?
Yeah, I can't really speak about any movie projects, but there are stuff in the works. And then as far as books go, I have a new book coming out this fall. It's a ghost story, so I'm excited to write it and release it.
And where do we follow you on social media?
Author, AUTHOR, Sandy Lowe, SANDYLO.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. It was so fun talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
So you're the director of this movie, Reed's Point. Tell us what brought you to take on this project.
It was a bit of a Make-A-Wish project for Sasha Anne, and we had it initially planned as a small short film for her to kind of try, and then as we developed the project further, we realized we could make it more. And so that's kind of how it happened. And I worked with Suzanne quite a bit, and she had this idea to direct this little film and help out, and I just couldn't resist, and it has been a lot of fun.
Speaking about fun, tell us some fun behind the scenes that happened, and any fun memories, cool memories, crazy things.
Wow, we shot a lot of it here in Los Angeles, and we didn't have a huge budget to film in this huge, the story happens in a forest. So, secret, we shot most of it in this little tiny stretch of 4 feet by maybe 50 feet. A lot of the film, most of the forest stuff was shot just in that little tiny area by changing camera angles, and we tried to be as creative as possible, move the actors where we could and everything like that, but that was really hard to kind of make it bigger and larger than we had envisioned. But yeah, we had to struggle with that. And then more than one person is in the plays the creature.
How do we follow you on social media?
Instagram is just Dale Fabrigar. That's it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. What is your role in this project?
I play Hank, sort of a woodsy guy. I lead them into the forest to kind of find their friend or their cousin. So I'm kind of the anchor, I guess, for the group. Also a little bit of a catalyst, maybe not such a nice guy, but we'll see. I don't know. Spoiler alert, right?
We'll find out when we watch the movie, right?
Yeah, you'll find out when you watch the movie. I tend to, I don't know, it'll be fun. I have a lot of facial hair in the movie. It was a lot of fun to shoot for me, and I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to see it.
I heard you guys work night and day and often on caffeine and everything. Tell us some really fun memories behind the scenes that you guys had.
I don't have any fun memories of this. No, I'm just kidding. We shot in a house in La Cañada that was a lot of fun, a really interesting house, and I think it may have been a little haunted, but it was certainly a little weird. Really, really cool. I really enjoyed that element to it. And that and shooting up in the Verdugo Forest or the Verdugo Park up into the hills, that stuff was great. I really enjoyed that. But I'm from Oregon and Idaho. I kind of miss getting into the woods, getting into the mountains periodically. So at least that gave me an opportunity to do a little of that.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Any projects coming up?
I just had a movie premiere on Tubi called Swim. Where it's a shark movie. I won't give you the details of what goes on, but that's on Tubi right now. I start shooting a film next month in New Mexico, a Butch Cassidy film. so I've got to grow a beard. And I'm producing a movie for the Asylum called Megaboa in Florida right now. That's my background. I was an executive producer for television for years.
Oh, how fun, very fun. And then how do we follow you on this whole entire journey?
Instagram, Tony Jensen, TonyJensen, and Facebook is just Anthony Jensen. Same, spelling, pretty easy.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Cool, thank you.
Oh my gosh, what a blast, you guys, being able to talk to all these actors, directors, writers, and everyone on this project, this movie of Reed's Point, the horror movie. So crazy. They talked about all the behind the scenes. So fun. Who would have thought one of the actors running around in a monster costume, right? Gosh. Anyway, you guys, I'm Lynn Pham. Keep watching us with MajorFilmEvents.com because you never know where we're going to be next.